Hi,
Hi.
thank you so much for tuning in to our PRISM React series. We are now starting week 3, and we have a wonderful bit of work for you based on some photography and video sent in by Lara Poe, and they are snow videos. We hope that you enjoy these.
Okay, so the first question we have is, would you mind telling us a few things about what you do slash make? I know you were just saying that these photos are just one aspect of your creative output. So give us a little lowdown. What do you do? What kind of art forms are you active in?
I mean, I'm mostly a composer. That is generally what I do. But I guess here it's worth mentioning that one of the reasons why I wind up going to a lot of interesting places is because, well, to start off with, my mom's Finnish. My dad's from the States, and by from the States, I mean literally everywhere but the States. But yeah, so, and now I usually live in London, but given the current situation, I'm in Boston at the moment, which is also interesting. So it's like this constant flux of where am I and what is home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I travel, when I go to places, I often go to really beautiful places and I like to take photos. So just as a hobby type thing, I mean, I don't do this professionally or anything, but I enjoy taking photos and trying to see how well I can capture the feel of whatever landscape or animal I'm looking at. Okay, so that, can you guess what time of day this is?
I would say probably really, really early morning, but
That is noon.
it's noon. Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, is it because it's high up in the?
Yeah, this is, so just for reference, the Arctic Circle runs at 66 degrees north latitude. So what the Arctic Circle, how that's defined is you've got one day a year when the sun doesn't set and one day a year where the sun doesn't rise. Now where we are in northern Finland, in a place called Kiilopää, which is close to a ski area called Saariselkä. I can spell those out later if you want. But that's kind of, how far north are we? Why can't I see that? Come on. Oh, that's, yeah, 68.5, 69 degrees north, so a good 3 degrees north latitude-wise. So you get several weeks where the sun would be behind those fells or hills. Well, they're fells because they're not really mountains.
Mhm.
They're not tall, but the tree line is at like 300, 400 meters above sea level here. So, they go above the tree line. And you're right above the tree line here in this photo. So you can see the grooves. I'm on skis there. And I've got like a portable tripod that I've just kind of stuck in the snow. Just put the camera on top, and to try to actually accurately get the lighting, I've taken a whole series of photographs from something like a couple of seconds to maybe a 20th of a second, and then combined all of them to get maximum, so that you can get detail in all of the different areas of lighting and contrast.
Yeah.
And kind of get a very accurate idea of what the lighting actually looks like, right? That's around 2 p.m.
Okay.
And that's deceptively light colored. It's quite dark at that point, so I'm taking longer exposures there. It's funny, you get used to this kind of lighting when you're there for a few weeks, or even like a week and a half, because I remember I was there, this would have been very end of 2018, beginning of 2019, over the New Year. I mean, so like I said, my mom's from Finland. We go here on a regular basis with the family just because this is not that far from it's already kind of in the area, and we like going there when we visit Finland in the winter because this really feels like winter and it's just nice. So we tend to go here with the family. This area anyway. So you get used to this kind of lighting.
Mm-hmm. Your eyes
when I came back to London after this, I was like, wow, we've got like actual daylight where the sun is out and it's not kind of like twilighty. So I was visiting family out in the western US. And we timed it so that there would be this total solar eclipse. So what I did, so I set up the tripod and I kind of took pictures every 5 minutes over several hours with the solar filter, and then took the filter off when the eclipse actually happened, which is how you've got like the lighting that was there when the eclipse was happening, which it was 2 minutes of weird twilightness in the middle of the day, which is a bit freaky, but it was cool.
Yeah.
And then I just took that filter off at the very end to get the lens flare. Had a nice touch.
Written things based on your photographs before, or is it like a hobby and keep it separate from the day job?
It's more, I mean, it's more of to do with the place than the photographs themselves, but I try to capture sort of the essence of the place in the photos, which I mean, I'm not necessarily so literal in how I compose, but there's a recent orchestral piece which is still meant to be happening in September in Finland, so fingers crossed on that, but which is actually called Gamos, and that sort of refers to the semi-dark. There isn't a word for it in English because you don't need it. It doesn't really exist outside of Arctic conditions or Antarctic conditions, but it refers to that sort of semi-dark period in winter where the sun doesn't actually come up.
What new things
yes.
you learned / made as a result of being in this COVID-19 situation?
I mean, I guess I've been working on quite a lot of things. I'm in a pretty good situation here because I have a space I can work in, which I can't always practice as much piano as I'd like to because the piano is in the middle of the house and you can hear it everywhere. So if anyone's got like lectures or things going on, that's rather disruptive, so I kind of have to plan that around everyone else. But composition I can just kind of do whenever and nobody minds. I did the Britton Piers course back in 2017, sort of the last year that Ollie Nussen ran it. So that's kind of a very intense thing where you've got like a day to do kind of work on the piece more and make more corrections, and then the following morning I'd just kind of make the score look okay, do all the parts, print everything out, run and have something to eat, and then I'd have more workshops and rehearsals the afternoon, and then after that repeat the process. Now what I hadn't quite digested was it was kind of meant to be half of the piece as a workshopped version, but I basically finished the piece because I am a sensible person, clearly. But so like 2 days before this course, so the other two instructors on the course were sort of debating, maybe we should only do like a part of my piece, because you know it's twice the length of everyone else's basically. And then Ollie gets wind of this, and he's like, "What did you say? No, we're who said that?" And then I said, "Well, I mean, I just." Because I said I was going to rethink some things to maybe try and have a shorter version. He's like, no, we're going to go do the whole piece. Go hide in the office over there. So then last thing I hear him yelling when I'm in the office is he's yelling, "Colin!" 5 minutes later he comes in and he's like, it's okay. We're doing the whole piece. As a result of this, I had a bunch of time to just kind of do things. So this ties into the funny experience, and this is how it relates to my dog. So I showed him a video of my dog making some, like, you know, pretty ridiculous noises, which he's very good at doing. And he was like, "How is she doing that?" And I was like, "Honestly, I have no idea. She just makes noises like that." And he was like, "That's incredible." So there's a fun experience.
Amazing.
Actually, if you give me like a couple of minutes, you will get to meet my dog.
Okay.
Oh,
Hello.
have a friend.
Her name is Esteri. And she
That's
is the cutest.
If your art was a location, which location would it be? But given that they're about the place-
Actually, locations.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, photographs are very much about locations.